1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 59? Oh, shit. 10 off a very good number. Welcome to episode 59 of the Mudblood podcast. I'm joined today by not Paddy McDonald, sadly, but his even more beautiful younger brother, Sean.
Hello.
The often heard, rarely seen Sean McDonald.
How's it going, folks?
And this episode today is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped. Because I'm getting so much shit from people online.
It only started about 10 episodes ago when he went, I've been saying Manscaped for so long and I've just realised it's Manscaped.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's not.
Yeah. But if your balls hairy? Do you know what I mean? Do you need a wee shave coming up to summer? Do you need to go smoothly? Head up Manscaped. They're the best. They are the best in genital cosmetics.
Streets ahead.
Yes. I don't even know any other companies. That's how good they are. They've got the ball toner. They've got the deodorant. They've got the lawnmower. They've got the weed whacker. Everything you could need for smooth balls. And your package, indeed.
Nah.
Head up Manscaped. And if you want money off your Manscaped deal, use the code MUDBLOOD20. We get you 20% off your order.
20?
20% off. And you know what I mean? Things are expensive. Petrol's going up. Everything's going up. Brexit. Fuck this. Manscaped. 20% off.
How's, what's your Manscaped technique? Do you go full Brazilian?
I go full Alfred Hitchcock psycho.
Yeah.
Just in the shower, hack at it.
I'm a wee bit
There's
more,
a woman screaming.
I'm a wee bit
Blood
more
everywhere.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a work of art, like. You know? Making wee, like, designs out of it.
Yeah.
Nike swooshes.
It's making the full shape of Ireland in your balls. Because you are McDonald. Manscaped 20.
My own wee 32 county socialist
Pubes, yeah. Ireland's united around my balls. How are you anyway, Sean? I know we're not joined today by Paddy, sadly.
Yeah.
I swear I'm getting daily messages being like, where's Paddy? Because he meant to do a few gigs and he couldn't do them. And I'm people see if he's not beside me at all times. Yeah. And he gets the same if I'm not beside him. They're like, where is he?
Everybody thinks you two are like roommates.
You think
it's like friends?
Yeah, they think he's adopted me, like I'm a wee Protestant refugee from the East and I live with him. It's like, no, we should do a podcast together.
But I would be a good wee sitcom though. Used to like living together.
It would be a sitcom of just two men screaming at each other, Stephen.
Yeah. It'd be like smacked out Frasier. But what have you been at anyway? You been gigging?
I have been gigging insane. I think I did about 9 gigs in 3 days there. Jesus. And I am fucking exhausted. And I thought last night after I did a gig, it didn't go so well, not getting into it here, but I did a gig, it didn't go so well. I was like, right, I'm going to get home, I'm going to get some sleep. And do you ever just, you're shattered but can't sleep? Do you ever feel so tired but you can't sleep?
Absolutely. And it's,
in the words of Coldplay.
And the worst thing as well is like after a gig, all the fucking adrenaline and everything else, you're just lying in bed looking at the ceiling.
Yeah. It was fucking grim, and I'm trying to be good to men, so I didn't get food. But after a gig, all the adrenaline's in you. You can't go out, so you're like, oh, I'd love like a McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
I was just lying, starving in my bed. I was up to about 5 in the morning. Do you ever just going down the YouTube wormhole?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I've watching Mortal Kombat 3 gameplay, and you're like, what am I doing?
It got really bad for me at one point, YouTube wormhole. I was, in my old job, I just fucking didn't, like, have any responsibilities for most of the day. So I used to just sit on YouTube for most of it. And at one stage, I was watching that many fucking, like, I was watching, like, history videos and all.
Yeah.
You know, like, and Sumerian fucking culture's not there. Then it got into, like, the history of like the Islamic caliphates and all.
Yeah.
I know, like, that shit you don't
This is a very different podcast for our usual listeners.
And like,
normally it's Paddy just being like, I was born work, so I bit the fuck out of someone with a claw hammer, and you're like, I'm learning about Islamic caliphates.
And because you don't learn that shit in school, so I was like, fucking hell, like, this is interesting. And then next minute, like, I got that far into the wormhole that I realised, oh shit, because every YouTube video I started going on after that, it was like giving me ads for like, no, don't give in to Islamic extremism. So, like, I'm on some sort of blacklist somewhere. Yeah. I'm definitely, I haven't flew outside of like the UK or Ireland in the world, but I'm near sure if I tried to get on a flight to America, they wouldn't let me on.
Did you bring up, were you watching a video on Islamic Caliphate 7 years ago? We had to study them in uni. Not Islamic Caliphates. The fuckers who get radicalised by them.
Yeah.
Biggest losers ever. Do you know what I mean? It all starts with like, oh, I wanted to shag this girl, and then she didn't want to shag me, so I thought I'd bring about the downfall of the Western world. It's really strange.
It's like all that incel stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
The incel stuff now is just because ISIS isn't cool anymore.
Now, if I had a daughter, I'd be like, just go out with the guy for like 2 days. He's fucking mental. He's gonna cut off someone's head.
If you don't raid this wee lad, he's gonna blow up Marxies.
Yeah. Just wank him off, or we're gonna get another 7-7. All right, just one hand job. Take it for the team. All right.
Yeah.
God, they're all fucking mental. Who was there was one.
The Plymouth shooter.
Was that the one that I looked like?
Yeah.
The Plymouth shooter was me if I stopped like drinking water. Do you know one of those people
if you were in the fucking hate flux?
Yeah. Do you know the people literally? Do you know the people who like instead of drinking water they just drink like 2 liters of Coke?
Yeah.
That's the Plymouth shooter if he was me.
Or like every day they like wake up and they just have like they have like a insurmountable supply of Lucozade, fucking 2 litres.
Yeah, I remember my first in GCSE first year study leave, I ended up putting on like a 1.5 stone over study leave because I was just getting up, and for breakfast I'd have a king size pot noodle, 3 rounds of bread, and a big glass of Coke. And that breakfast alone just put weight on me like a motherfucker.
At that age, you just like you think you can eat whatever the fuck you want, like.
But yeah, because like. In my teenage years, believe it or not, I was very thin. And I used to like, it's mental thinking back to it, but I would get up and I would have like a big tin of Monster and a bag of crisps, and that would be breakfast. Yeah. But that would do me until like 2 PM. See, now if I did that, I'd be so unwell. Yeah. I would need to shit immediately.
Oh yeah, like see, if I eat anything shit before a gig, I need to find toilet roll somewhere.
I can't eat before a gig
because I know I'm gonna shit somewhere in that venue. Like
Shane Todd will always eat before a gig, and if I'm going with him, I'll just get like a starter or something now because I can't be on stage with a wee full belly. I'm just like, bleh.
Yeah. But when I just moved out, like, and I was living over in the Holy Dance, I was like, oh, this class, I'm gonna fucking fill up my cupboards with fucking
gear.
Gear, yeah. Loads of gear.
The image of you on gear was adorable. Like, you couldn't.
Just being like really chilled out. Like, surprisingly chilled out.
Yeah. It's so funny. Do people ever say to you once they find out Paddy's your brother that they're like
we're
worlds apart?
Yeah, we're
people?
Just 2 completely opposite people.
Completely different, yeah.
Nah.
Why is that? Why do you know why he's so fucking mental? And you're so chill.
I think just because there's that big of an age difference.
He grew up in a...
Like, he was 17 years older than me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So
I'm like 10 years older than my wee sister, and she's fucking mental.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, although I've met your aunties and stuff, and Paddy is the mad... Well, yeah, Paddy is the mad one.
What do you mean, my sisters?
Fuck, that's your sisters, man.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
Patrick and my sister Jackie. They're the 2 mad ones. Me and
Jackie kicked open the door to the film and was like, "Everyone got any paracetamol?" That's how she introduced herself to the room.
But then, like, but it's strange because like Andrea's the oldest and I'm the youngest, and we're like the same.
Oh, is she kind of chill too? Yeah. It is so. I get it though, because out of all my brothers and sisters, out of the fucking many of us there is, I'm the kind of chill one.
Yeah.
And there's some... Well, no, my little brother's very quiet. He wouldn't speak to anyone. But then my 2 sisters can be fucking headers. And my older brother can be a fucking header.
Yeah.
I've one sister that's younger, like just a year younger than me. And I know she listens to these shows. She's fucking mental.
Yeah.
Oh, she is fucking insane. I won't see her for like a couple of years, and then every time I see her, I just like make her cry.
Why?
Not by being mean, I'll just wind her up. that much. Just not like being a bully or whatever, just like being a wee annoying fucker. And she ends up gardening because she's that angry. She can't control how angry she is, so she's like starts crying and be like, I fucking hate you. And I'm like, you're mental. That's my mad sister.
I'm William. I make my
little sister cry, yeah. But not like she's not upset. Like the girls in my family do this whenever they're so angry. Like tears come out, but they're not gurning. They're just so angry it has to come out and
murder you.
Yeah, it's like, man, and you're like, what the fuck's wrong with you, you crazy bastard?
Yeah, but it's just I think no matter what, but when you're younger, you always seem less. Like, it's like you say about the comedy. Like, when you're younger, people are like, well, what would you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you don't... When you try and bring up, like, life experiences, it's like...
Yeah, well, fucking like, you're...
Well, older people... Not saying old people. Older people...
Old people.
Always just want to be, like, madder. Or, like, I've done more. And it could be whatever.
100%.
And they'll... It may not even be true. They'll just say the next bigger thing. Yeah, just so it's like, you don't know the
crack. In my day, I always get if I get criticized for a podcast, it's always like, oh, Paddy has better stories. I'm like, Paddy is 43. Do you know what I mean? Paddy grew up during the Troubles. I'm only 25. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have too many mad stories that compete with fucking his stories because they're insane anyway.
Yeah.
But also, you know, he's a full 20 years ahead of me.
Yeah.
But I have found that in comedy. Stand up, not as much. Because I'm very aggressive in stand-up, but with podcasts, so many people being like, he's too fucking young, I can't be arsed listening to him. I'm like, I can't control that.
Yeah. But anytime you talk...
I just am 25, what do you want me to do about it?
You're not even trying to be like, I'm mad or anything, but then you turn around and go, fuck, the weekend there I was jumping through in the ditch, and then I woke up 3 days later, like, in Bangkok, and then somebody's like, fuck, that's nothing you want to hear. Yeah. I ended up in Mars.
Or if I get jumped, it's you deserved it. You wee cunt. Speaking of the internet, right? I've always been on social media. Never in my life had I been on Twitter. I've only got Twitter recently. Fuck me, I wish I never got Twitter. Yeah.
Oh no, Twitter's amazing.
I hate it.
I can't believe it's free. Like,
why? Really? You like it?
I love Twitter.
I can't stand it.
I couldn't get into it for fucking years, and I've come to realize it's the best fucking platform out there.
See, the way I look at it, and this is not like I don't tweet, so I never really get spoken to on it.
Yeah.
It's just the most miserable fuckers in the world.
Yeah.
Gurning 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, Shane put up a post being like, thanks for coming to the Opera House shows, everyone. And then within 4 tweets, someone was tweeting about, like, the IRA killing Protestants. Like, that is Northern Irish Twitter. You're 3 steps away from someone bringing up the RA or the UVF and killings. And it's fucking insane.
I'm there for the slander, like... You know, just when it just brings everybody down the earth. Whereas Instagram is like, oh, look at me, I'm in Cancun.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
Oh, yeah, Instagram's almost like, because they're following you, they're sycophantic in a way. Or they're like bots. It's either being like, oh, you're amazing, or...
promoted on hip-hop fucking
or
stars.
Don't go watch my story, I'm naked in it. Like, those kind of bots. But Twitter is the opposite end of that spectrum.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
here's something
why are you so angry about this?
Here's something I'm madly proud of.
Yeah.
And it's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Tom Hanks once did an interview where he went, one day I tweeted, good morning everyone, have a wonderful day. And the third message was, go kill yourself, fuckhead. And he's like, it doesn't matter what you put out. Everyone's going to hate it. And social media can be that, but Twitter's the worst. Yeah. Twitter is just someone with 4 followers, like, getting angry at, like, Ricky Gervais, and Ricky Gervais responding. You're like, don't give him any headspace. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's no hiding in it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I do like see when I see fucking trolls like go even on these videos or whatever. No, like somebody
or just on the road up here. There's a load of trolls. I'm in the West right now. Loads of trolls.
Like see anybody commenting on this or whatever, like slobbering about shit. Yeah. I just like to go, who the fuck is that? Like, what type of person woke up this morning and says, I'm gonna go on to this comedy fucking podcast despite not being a comedian and tell them how unfunny they are.
But what's mad about it is I don't know if these people know it, the ones who like always the trolls, because we know it's the same accounts because they're under everyone's podcast.
Yeah.
When you click on their account, it brings up their comment history and everything they've left. And one week they'll be like, this is shite, I hate this guy. And then the week before, like, this is amazing, this is brilliant. It's like, you're either a troll or you're fucking insane.
Yeah.
And either way, I'm here for it.
Yeah. They're definitely insane.
Yeah, definitely. Some of them just get so angry. I enjoy it now. For a while, like at the start, I took it bad. Like, I would take it to heart, any comments. Yeah. Not as bad as Paddy, who will go to your door if he finds out who you are and smack. He doesn't really. But I took it hard. See, now, when someone's proper raging, like you tell a joke or a story on a podcast and they reply with like a big paragraph as to why they didn't like it, I'm like, what kind of energy do you have to devote to this? Do you know what I do when I don't like something? Just scroll past it or just click out of it. Do you know what I mean?
This is shit.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Like, what? It's they're insane, but at the same time, I'm a bit fucking sociopathic. See, when it comes to, like, because I have that much of, like, an intrigue.
Would he kill prostitutes, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I go, like, who the fuck is this person? You know, and I have to know what they're like, or, like, what, you know, what.
Here's your answer. They're leaving comments on every YouTube podcast. That's the kind of person they are.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, the other day, even, somebody commented on my mate's band's like music video.
Yeah.
Was saying, this is complete shit, you know, like, this is horrible. No, like, left a couple of comments just saying how shit it was. And I was going, like, hey, fair enough, but, like, let me go and fucking see, like, what's this guy at? Is this, like, another fucking musician in, like, a band or something? And I looked on, and it's not, it was just some fucking random dude. And, like, his...
Yeah, the profile picture?
No, what his profile picture was? It was, like, a fucking, like, Greek statue or something like that.
Oh.
And,
that's, you look at that and you're like, I hope you're a troll. Yeah. Because if you're a full-grown man and you're
it was an actual person.
Here's the statue of Nostradamus, who's not Greek, but whatever, but you'd be like, you fucking loser.
And then see in their interest, it was, like, playing chess.
Oh.
It's, like, gardening. What was the other fucking shit? Like, you know, rearing animals, and you're like, right, fair enough, you probably have a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, that doesn't mean your hobby is rearing animals.
It's all, my favourite to go on is, like, always people who are, like, really aggressive, and you go on their profile, it's just that big red banner, it's like, no Irish sea border, and you're like,
no, it's always that.
Alright, Graham.
Yeah, no, Twitter is always that.
The photo is, like, right up in their face, and they're in a van. Like, always a bald, fat guy in a van.
Or it's like, or their profile picture is like their family, but it's like, it's got one of those Facebook overlays. No, and it's like, no REC border, but then another one overlay over the overlay. Yeah. That's like, Linfield FC.
It's them hugging their kids just with the banner of no refugees. And you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Michael? I just love when there is that dichotomy that people have. It's always people in their 40s seem to have it, of like, here's my happy family life, and here are my mental political views.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, my son just graduated today, and also
just got his fucking third dan black belt in karate.
Very proud of him, but also I'm tired of seeing blacks in this country. And you're like, man, what? I'm very confused how to feel right now.
It's like,
this is my lovely wife Sarah, married together for 30 years, and also I hate females.
Yeah, it's like a wee motivational quote, you know, and it's like, nothing means more to me than my kids. Yeah. And then it's like, fuck Palestine.
But it's so fuck. That's the part I love about Facebook. It's just that all the time.
or it's like, it's that motivational quote, but then it's like, do you know there's a fucking ice wall surrounding the earth, and the earth's actually fucking flat?
Oh, it's over COVID. That was where you got the most mad shit ever.
Yeah.
Because, like, do you ever eat at McDonald's? They're actually a part of the Wayfair conspiracy. And then they're showing you, like, this wardrobe was worth 30 grand because they were putting kids into it. And you're like, all right. Do you think you've been on the internet a bit too much? Or whatever?
But, like,
I'm going to get so many messages
I
being
know.
like, look up Pizzagate, Willie. You mentioned Tom Hanks. Look him up.
See the minute you question it,
Oh.
you'll go, look at the fucking evidence.
Me and Kieran Martin were talking about this. It's the smugness of a conspiracy theorist, where you're like, we know a conspiracy theorist who's like convinced everyone's been dead and replaced, and you'll be like, oh man, I went to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they'll put a face like, yeah, Flea's still alive, yeah, and you're like, what? Really, Anthony Kiedis is a paedophile actually, but alright, believe whatever, like that. That's why I actually, like, I used to be a big, like, argue on social media guy. Looking back, complete loser. If anyone argues on social media, what the fuck are you doing with your day? But I used to be a big into it. COVID's would stop me. Because it was daily just arguing over everything.
Do you remember when conspiracy theories were good crack?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember the first YouTube video I ever made was when I was in fucking first year. And I made a slideshow, like, about...
So every time Jay-Z's doing that, you're like, he's in the Illuminati.
It was just photos of the Apollo 11 moon landing, and me, like copying and pasting shit from, like some random forum about somebody saying it, like...
You're
Apollo
playing the
11 was
X-Files theme over the background of
It
it.
wasn't even, it was Deadmau5, I remember. Because that was one of the fucking free, copyright free songs you could
The
use on
government killed JFK. I remember.
And me mispronouncing, like, fucking, or misspelling fucking words.
Anytime someone tells me a conspiracy theorist now, that's going to be in the back of my head. Do you know the royal family eat kids' hearts to stay young? I remember.
And that's when it was fucking good crack. Me and my mate used to go, like, back to his house after school, and we used to watch, like, fucking conspiracy theories about Madeleine McCann and shit, and, like, and the Twin Towers, and watch...
Sorry, this was good crack to you.
Yeah, watching Michael Moore, bowling for Columbine and all.
That's a good
one.
one. Was that really a conspiracy theory, though?
Well, not that, but, like, the other one...
Michael Moore's just him gurning about shit.
Fahrenheit 9/11, you know.
Yeah.
And, like, all of his other shit about, you know, like, the stock market and all, like, all the conspiratorial stuff he does.
When I was younger, I used to really like Michael Moore. I appreciate it's a well put together documentary.
But now you're like...
But he irritates the fuck out of me.
Yeah. But that's when you were able to, like, go, don't believe everything you hear, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, and it was, like... It was a wee bit like Rage Against the Machine, fucking fuck the system sort of thing. But now it's like a cheese isn't real cheese.
Sorry.
I don't know. That's what I expect the level to be.
Sean's tired of big cheese pulling other shit. We know what you're up to. Are you just annoyed about vegans? Is that what you're fucked off about?
No, there was on the youth radio station I work at now. Like one of the young people came in to make a show, and it was about conspiracy theories, and so like they had like a rank of like, you know, their favorite conspiracy theories. This was like 2018, so it was still dead on.
Yeah.
And I came up with this one about cheese, and it was like this cheese in Little that said like it had won best cheese awards, this fucking award thing in Ireland. And then they looked
That's
up
what
about
won best cheese at the best fucking cheese awards in Ireland. Welcome to the best fucking cheese awards.
It's an episode of Father Ted.
I'm from New Jersey. I host this fucking award.
It's the best fucking cheese I ever tasted.
You like brie? This is the best fucking brie. Lick this camembert, you slut. Sorry,
but they looked up on the website, and there was no mention of this company winning.
Oh, fuck. The
So,
plot
like,
thickens.
Oh yeah.
Follow the cheese. That's what all the conspiracy theorists say.
Oh yeah. And so then they made a whole episode about it.
Hey,
But not being serious, it was messing about.
how did that show go? Do well, didn't
Oh,
it?
top tier content. Like, I think their Patreon's doing well.
What was the conspiracy I wanted? Do you remember the Belfast beaner? No. The guy was running about the Honeylands just emptying tins of beans on the people's
Oh, that's there.
doorstep.
I thought you were like being derogatory towards Mexicans.
This guy started boojum. That's what I call it. The Belfast beaners. Yeah, here, Sean, did you ever see that fucking wetback works in Botanic? Did you? Fucking greaser, right?
Fuck me.
There's no way that'll be that offensive to call them wetbacks in Northern Ireland. Do you know what the term?
Get some Native American guy from Balik going.
That's something Paddy would say. No, there's a Native American tribe in Mollusk. No, there is 100%. There's a Mexican community in North Belfast.
What would you call like a North American guy from fucking Ardoyne?
Michael. I don't know.
It's like Freebird fucking
Chief Harry Bollocks or something. Chief Long
Manscaped, Mudblood 20.
Yeah. Shave your wee North American, North Belfast bollocks. Do you know where the term wetback comes from? It's my favourite slur. I find it so funny.
What?
It's what Americans call Mexicans who they say have swam across the border.
Right.
And that's they have a wetback.
But I like the etymology of that. That's good.
It's funny, isn't it? Some slurs are funny.
Yeah.
Like you probably
just
shouldn't say them. They are hurtful and problematic in society, but funny.
Yeah.
Like some disabled names, I love them.
I mean, ours are shit when you like dig into it.
Yeah.
Like Fenian and Tig. You know what I mean?
There's no word for Protestants that I actually would find really offensive. Like when someone goes, "You hun," I'm like, that's not. It's the only country in the world if someone calls you hun, you're like, oh no, you know what I mean?
Oh no.
In America, people's mas call them hun.
Aye, but like in
know what I
different
mean?
context there.
I know, but I'm saying like it's not a brutally cutting word.
Yeah.
Even said aggressively, hun just sounds very sweet. Like you fucking hun. I'm like, oh, thank you.
But like
You can put some vitriol, some vinegar on a Fenian. Do you know what I mean? You can put some spice into that.
yeah.
Hun, not so much.
But like when did Hun change from being like about Germans to being about fucking
I know it.
why did that catch on?
It definitely has its roots in that, doesn't it?
Yeah, because like that's what like, you know, Germans were called the Huns.
Yeah.
But like it was like a British term towards.
That's another thing. My dad, who he always looking back, every history lesson he's told me has been a lie, and he told me we were called it because of Attila the Hun.
Well, you know what? That's probably where the German.
Yeah. No, but he didn't. He
comes
didn't
from.
elaborate. I was like, why are Protestants called Huns? And he went,
'Cause Attila the
Because
Hun."
Attila the Hun. And I was like, the Mongolian guy?
Aye.
Didn't elaborate on it.
He
Like,
grew
yeah.
up in Sandy Row.
Yeah. Attila the Hun was from Newton Ards Road, I'm telling you. 100%.
Potty fact.
100%. I love the potty fact so fucking much.
But nah, and then like Fenian is just, you know, off like the Fenian movement and
Yeah. That was like you guys are using this word to empower in a way.
yeah. So
We'll
it's like,
use it to slobber at you,
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
and then Tig is just because a lot of Irish people are called tag.
Right.
Like, so it's just an Anglo.
Is that what you used to call chases in school? Tig?
No.
Try to play a game of Tig?
So I'm like, come here.
See, I don't
Tig,
like,
you're it.
Yeah. I don't like using that. I'll use Finian. Finian, like, I don't mean any of them, obviously. Finian's more playful. Tig, I sounds more hurtful.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But also, it's a bit shite to say. It doesn't come off the tongue as good.
See, like, someone, like calling someone a Finian can be playful, be like, fuck up, you Finian bastard. See, when you turn around and be like, see you Tig, I'm like, whoa, someone's about to start fighting here. That's a harsh word.
Fucking the worst one I hear when somebody calls like a Protestant neighborhood like black, or they
See,
call like
I never
don't-
knew that was a thing.
Yeah, like it's a fucking black hole. But then the worst is them when they fucking
Yeah, I love
say
a black hole.
when they start saying like when somebody says hi. Black boss, you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean like, I don't
they go
think
full
the
Liam
meaning's
Neeson
getting
with it.
across here.
Yeah. See, I never knew until I started hanging out with like Paddy and stuff that the phrase black like could
Yeah,
mean like
I don't
Brit.
get. Yeah, I don't get where
I don't, because of the
Maybe
word the black and tans. I assume, but I don't know. But again, it's not vocabulary anyone would use when I
No.
grew up.
No, you wouldn't hear.
Even
it
the
either.
phrase Brit, when someone turns around to me, it's like, oh, you fucking Brit, and I'm like, I'm not I wouldn't say I'm British though. Like I Brit, just I'm like, it's an insult. It's like meant to like sting you, and I'm like, it just doesn't even hit me.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say I'm British. I'm the one that everyone hates. Do you know, when I go, oh, I'm Northern Irish, everyone's like, oh, fuck off.
I mean,
pick a side. I'm like, no, there's Northern Irish. Like, oh, fuck you, mate.
no, but that's a thing as well. Like, I don't give a shit either myself.
It's just crack for our generation, really, isn't it? Like, although I had one heckler last night who just, I was doing my joke about the English guy not knowing Northern Ireland was a country, and so the whole time she's going, but it's not though. But it's not. But it's not. And I turned around and I was like, right, Michelle O'Neill, fuck up. I can hear you. I was like, will you let me finish the joke? And she's like, I don't even care what you have to say. She just kept talking. Anytime anyone was doing jokes, she's going, I don't even care. And I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here?
Yeah.
I don't even... Listen, I've paid £12 to come sit front row at a show, wait 30 minutes for it to start, to tell you I don't care. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's... I think it's very backward, like, the whole, like, just completely denying it and and having to be so vocal about denying it.
And it's at a comedy show too. Like, me and Paddy do the same thing, which is we'll be, like, playfully sectarian. Like, it's clear we don't mean it, but we'll say stuff we know that will wind up people because it's funny.
It's like, the way people say, like, you know, people that, like, take a piss out of, like, gay people or be homophobic or insecure about their sexuality.
Yeah.
It's people who, like, deny, like, who are like so, like
anyone who's like, no, your identity's wrong.
Yeah, that's who's insecure about their nationality.
Yeah, you're allowed to, you can't tell someone their identity's wrong, is how they feel about it.
Yeah.
Because I get that too, like, on my side of things, you get people being like, oh, you're not Irish, you're British. And I'm like, it's not up to you to decide that. It's not up to them. Like, you get both passports, you can be fucking either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you want to take some questions, though? Because I know we're coming up in time. Let's see, we have fucking loads. Buzz Lightyear, do you want another pre-roll? I had a panic attack last time. I spoke about this in the podcast. This fucking pre-roll was like 1.5 grams in it and dipped in THC oil. Fuck me, man. Like, I vomited. Like, I was freaking the fuck out. So, no, I do not. These things are meant to be shared, and I had one by myself. I didn't realise it wasn't in big balls. It was something by myself. I thought it was like just, you know, a bit of grass in it.
Nothing worse than waiting out your own. Like.
Yeah. I can't really smoke weed that much anymore. Yeah. I get proper anxiety from it now. Like, I never understood it, but now I do. I get proper, like, what did I say in a podcast 3 years ago? What's going to get me cancelled? Like, I properly get that in my head.
When you start smoking?
Yeah.
Don't fucking worry about it. Being cancelled now. I mean, I'm sure there's fucking databases.
Oh, yeah.
On this podcast.
We're fucked by this podcast will ruin.
I mean, I'm not even on screen regularly. And I'm sure there's a Sean folder too.
There's just gonna be in 10 years I'll be like fucking hosting a TV show or whatever. It just brings up clips of me and Paddy and I'm like, no. And he's being like, no, black people can't swim. It's a fact. I'm like, Jesus.
They're just showing the ring.
Yeah.
Like, you've just.
I'm like, I've no defense.
You can't even say sorry, but it was just a lack of judgment. There's like, it's like a box set now. There's like 100 episodes. Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I get worried, but sober I don't care because I'm like, nah, you know, I've done it. Doesn't matter. But high, you're like, oh no, what have I done? Matt Jess, 1990. If you could have dinner with anyone in history, who would it be?
You go first.
I thought you were going to say Hugo Duncan. I was like, you could have dinner
with
him.
That's a great.
No, you could have dinner with him now. He's not dead.
Can you? I don't think he's that attainable.
Can you? I mean, he's alive now, though. Yeah. I would go like see Jesus.
I'd
have dinner with Jesus.
You'd
loads of bread.
Stuffed.
Oh, you'd be steaming too.
Yeah.
You're actually be like, no, mate, I actually do just want a water. I'm very thirsty. That meat was very salty. He's like, no worries, mate, no worries. And you drink it. You're like, that's fucking rosé again, Jesus.
Stop fucking spiking me, Jesus. Fucking cunt.
That's it. You're rushing the bastard. Jesus, the spiker.
The great spiker of Nazareth.
That's Jesus gonna get cancelled. Just something like, yeah. We just had some water and he just turned it into vodka. Woke up.
Jesus trying to fucking rape everyone.
Jesus, John.
Jerusalem.
Well, there you go. You're getting cancelled now. Jesus trying to rape.
Sorry, I'm not getting into Westboro Baptist Church anymore.
Make that this podcast name, the episode. Jesus trying to rape.
Jesus trying to rape people and all.
No, I'd go with Jesus.
Jesus.
Just be like I actually God's son, or like.
Or what? That's a vibe, bro. My head.
Dead on, you fucking Jew. Dead on.
I don't know. Fuck, I've no idea. Maybe John Lennon? Nah, he'd be a melt.
You're going for people who are very recent. You're going for people like 40 years ago. Well, fair enough. John Lennon would be a wanker to sit beside, wouldn't he? I'm all about peace and love. And you don't speak to your children.
I love him. He's like an icon to me, but like I would never fucking sit through half an hour of a conversation.
No, absolutely not. Like I do like him. He's like Tarantino. I admire his work. Do I want to sit and speak to the mad fucker? Absolutely not. But that always annoyed me about John Lennon, where it's like the whole world needs to learn to love each other, and you're like, you don't speak to Julian, your actual son.
I don't know. So what's too recent? What, Alexander the Great?
Oh no, John Lennon's good. John Lennon's good. Who was your Alexander the Great?
Aye.
That's a good one.
He'd be a hair kiss as well, but
he would. I don't think he'd understand you either.
no, Macedonian.
Is that where he's from?
Well, he's from Macedonia, but there's part of Macedonia in Greece. So like, see, in Greece,
He's from Shore Road, 100%.
They made Macedonia change its name to the Federal fucking Republic of North Macedonia, because there's part of Macedonia in Greece, because they wanted like to be able to say it, Alexander the Great was from Greece.
Right.
So they don't get, like, Macedonia doesn't get as much of the like tourism
and shit,
revenue and shit.
Yeah, but yeah. To be fair, Greece are like, we need all the money we can get.
Definitely.
Okay. I love how Greece just like their economy will forever be fucked. For I don't know why, but just every 10 years it seems to be Greece going, nah, like we need 3 million or like everyone's gonna die. Like please. I don't know why. I don't know.
Keep fucking it so much.
Behind it, I just know that's what happened.
The Mudblood podcast.
That's Polly's not here. We're getting into world economics. Why was there no podcast on Friday? User slacking. We were just very, very, very busy this week.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about this
anymore. Fuck you. All right, that's why. Fuck you. No, we were just very, very busy. Paddy's flat out. I had an insane amount of gigs in a very short number of days, so we're just very busy. Did the magic mushroom story ever end up getting back to Paddy after talking about it? I think it did, but it's not my story to tell. Right. We'll get Paddy on. We'll get Paddy on maybe one week, will we?
Here, we should get him on for the Patreon.
Get Paddy McDonald on to here.
Good for us.
I think so, but I'll let him tell you the story because it's very funny. Going to the Fela, are you going to either of the Felas?
What, the comedy nights?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go to both of them. Like,
yeah, I'll go to Paddy's. I'm not on, but I'll go to Paddy's.
Yeah.
And I'm doing warm up for Shane's.
Yeah.
So I'll be at both of them most likely.
Are you going to 80s night, mate?
I might go to Kneecap.
You know what? I
kind of want to go to Kneecap.
Right, sorry, Fela, for the slander, but I mean, like, I want to go and see Kneecap. I don't want to go see Imelda May. Like,
where's that?
It's the same night. It's like Kneecap, fucking Damien Dempsey, Imelda May. So you're gonna be like, there's gonna be people there like fucking jaws swinging off
Who is
him.
Imelda May? Like a DJ?
Imelda May? No, she's like.
Oh, Imelda May. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a fucking retard.
I thought you were saying El de May do May or something. I was like, is that DJ? Is that Irish DJ?
No, it's a fucking like.
What's pretty green eyes in Irish? But I kind of want to go see Kneecap.
Kneecap are class, like.
I mean, we've shown people going like, you going back? And I'm kind of like, they were good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been once. They're not bringing out any new shit.
I tell you what, I fucking hate the Wolf Tones. Like,
really?
I fucking hate the Wolf Tones.
You're not the only one who has that opinion.
Yeah.
Some people really, really fucking hate them.
Because, I mean, it's like the Wolf Tones come in every year going 32 County Socialist Republic.
Oh, they weren't here over the fucking troubles?
That's here fucking, you sing up hurrah, and then they're like, right, see us later.
Yeah.
And walking away with all this fucking money, and you're like, fuck off, you grounded bastards.
Because they didn't come here for years during the actual troubles, did they?
Yeah, they're like...
I mean, understandable. They probably would have been blown up, but...
And then it's just like, it's a fact that it just stirs up so much sectarianism. Like, And it's just the
I
whole
don't- you
the
know
whole
what I mean?
culture of it, you know, like turning like traditional songs into like chants and fucking anthems.
I mean, I can't slag that.
I know.
I go out in the 11th. That's a part of
No,
it.
like 100%. Like, but it's sort of like it's like our community's just trying to match that
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
roof tones. I think that's all it is.
Yeah. But I say it as well. I say it's like a purge. Like, you
Yeah.
get it out of you.
Yeah, fair play. Anybody goes like, but it's just not for me. Like,
Yeah. I know I get uncomfortable. Like, singing songs and stuff, I find it's fun to do. I get uncomfortable when someone's real, like, they mean it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can have someone singing and maybe like, oh, you wee fucking hun up, yeah. And I'm like, I get that. It's just funny to wind you up. When someone's properly like, no, but get out of my country. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
You're weird that you're that angry.
and there's ways of being like, yo, on the Irish, like at a concert, you can go to fucking the Pogues, you can go and see Dropkick Murphys or
know who
whatever
I'd
the fuck.
love to go see? I think they're dead. The Furies.
The Furies.
Are they dead?
I'm not 100% sure.
They're fucking brilliant. Furies are genuinely fucking
Class.
brilliant. Kirsten Aston, can we coordinate for Frostbit's wedding? Yeah, I know someone who's got invited to Frostbit Boy's wedding.
Serious?
Yeah, and they asked me to go with them. So I could end up being at Frostbit Boy's wedding. Like, how?
He has to be on the Patreon. Like.
He will not join. He just wants out of the limelight. But how?
Really?
Yeah. If
Was
I
it?
got to
It
go to
wasn't
that
you.
wedding.
Was it Andrew? Maybe it was talking about Frostbit Boy. No, it was you.
It was us and McCartney, yeah, because McCartney tried
Yeah.
to get him for ages. Could not get a hold of him.
And he just is. He's Kurt Cobain in it. He's trying to.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the limelight.
He just, well, I thought you meant he was going to fucking shoot himself in the head. I was like, I don't know, Sean, don't know. Let's see. What time we on? We'll finish up on this question. Let me see. I'm trying to find one for both of us because a lot of them are just for me.
Have you any big gigs coming up?
I've just my tour. I've actually my tour announced.
Yeah.
William Thompson, the
Very
Birdie
cool.
Noticeable Tour. It'd be helpful if I could remember the dates, but I can't. I know there's the December 3rd in Limelight, which is selling quite quickly now.
Yeah.
It was only about a quarter sold for a while there. It's going up.
What about where were some of the places you were playing at the weekend there?
Oh, at the weekend, I was doing Stentall Festival,
Oh, class.
where Paddy was meant to be on, but he wasn't on. I was doing the Grand Opera House with Shane Todd.
Yeah, I saw that.
Lovely venue. I didn't think I was that good at it. Just why I just not struggled. I was just never comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
I was also hungover as fuck for one of the days, which doesn't help. Johnny Bow fucking murdered. I came off disappointed in myself, but Johnny Bow was fucking great.
I like Grand Opera House, so you can check that one off the list. It's fucking class.
That was the last one.
Yeah,
I have now done every big venue.
that's fucking
I've done them all.
conquered.
Yeah. And my favourite is probably Waterfront,
Yeah,
which is I'm excited to see Paddy in the Waterfront this year because it's the nicest fucking venue.
what was like the one where you were like, yeah, like it's fucking class.
Waterfront.
Really?
Being on stage at it's good to say you've done the Odyssey.
Yeah,
It's all those, where have you, you're a comedian, are you? Where have you played? Just a wee bar? You're like, Odyssey Arena twice.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's like
fucking unreal.
it's a big, it's a big dig energy thing.
yeah.
But in terms of favourite gig, Waterfront, 100%. 100%.
Close.
What about you? Are you playing anywhere recently? Or anything to plug before we go?
I was in Cali's there on Saturday. It was good crack. Cali Sailors.
Oh, how long were you on for?
I was done 3 hours. No, that's like where the
3 hours?
Yeah,
Fuck, was it all
that's like what our usual set is like.
was it all OG stuff or?
No, it like that's the where the cover stuff like.
Fair.
So if
Do you ever have to wolf tone it up in Kelly Sellers like?
no, not even like, a lot of people go or like on like a Saturday night is like tourists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they want to like dance like Bryan Adams and fucking Van
They
Morrison
don't
and
want
shit.
you fucking screaming out for Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like it's Kelly Sellers. It's like far more like inclusive now. I think.
Yeah, because it didn't used to be.
Yeah, like I'd bring like my workmates and shit to Kelly's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a raw bar.
Yeah. Did it used to be, or am I confusing it with another bar?
I don't know.
Did it used to be a bit more raw, or am I thinking of
Like, I
something
think
else?
just the name, like, and the fact that it is like a traditional Irish bar, and it does have quite like a bit of trad music, not like rebel music.
Yeah.
Like on the surface, it looks like it's gonna be one of those bars, but it's
Yeah.
not. But no, it's fucking great crack, and we just like we're banging out fucking Tahoe Cruise and Busted and all.
That's a name I haven't heard for a long time.
Yeah.
I told my friend he died in a car crash and didn't correct him until
believe-
like 6 months later.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I totally believe
That
it.
dude he was like Neo
Yeah.
everywhere in the early 2010s.
And then
And I miss him now.
yeah, I mean we need a bit of Tahoe
Bring
Cruise.
back Neo and Tahoe Cruise.
And yeah, I don't know what's next. We're with Search Party. We're doing an in-store show in HMV.
Oh,
It's a
awesome.
cool wee one, like
That's very nice.
and we haven't announced this yet, but we're doing a headline show in Black Box at the end of the year. So
Very good. Main room?
Yeah,
Very good,
so
man.
it'll be announced that soon. Like, but
Awesome. We'll definitely plug that
yeah.
like fuck for you.
But yeah,
Yeah.
go
Well,
listen to the tunes.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us to this late episode of the Mudblood podcast. We will be back as normal this Friday, and we will see you then. Thank you very much, and good night.
When you go.